Welcome back to The Authentic Disciple, where we follow Christ in dynamic ways, transformed by His grace, sustained by the Spirit, and bearing witness to His redemptive mission through faith, love, and obedience. In our last episode, we explored the metaphor of Jesus as the Good Shepherd, one who leads, loves, and lays down his life for his sheep. Today, we turn to one of Jesus' most profound revelations: I am the resurrection and the life. This isn't just a statement, it's a defining shift. It reframes how disciples understand death, hope, and divine authority. In John chapter 11, verses 1 through 46, we encounter a moment where divine identity meets human sorrow. Lazarus is sick, and his sisters, Mary and Martha, send word to Jesus. But Jesus doesn't rush to them, he waits. And by the time he arrives, Lazarus has been dead for 4 days. This delay isn't neglect, it's intentional, a divine setup for a revelation that will redefine resurrection. Let's step into this passage for a moment. As Jesus enters the edge of town, Martha meets him, and her words to him express genuine emotion. Lord, if you had been here, my brother would not have died. It's not just grief, it's disappointment. Martha believes in Jesus' power, but she's wrestling with his timing. Jesus responds with a promise: your brother will rise again. Martha acknowledges her understanding of the resurrection, stating, I know that he will rise again in the resurrection on the last day. But Jesus isn't pointing to a distant future, he's pointing to himself. Jesus says, I am the resurrection and the life. He who believes in me will live even if he dies. These aren't just words of comfort, they're a reframing of hope. Jesus is inviting Martha to place her trust not only in what will happen, but in the one who makes it happen. Resurrection isn't just a future promise, it's a present reality embodied in Christ. And then something interesting happens. Jesus begins to weep. He doesn't bypass the grief, he actually enters into it. The Son of God is standing at a tomb, shedding tears. Not as a distant deity, but as Emmanuel, God with us. This is the tension disciples of Christ live in. We believe in Christ's resurrection, but we still grieve. We trust in his life, but we still face death. And in that tension, Jesus doesn't offer platitudes, he offers presence. And in that presence comes the miracle. Jesus says, Lazarus, come forth. And in the moment, the man who had died came forth. Lazarus was alive. This miracle doesn't just reveal compassion, it reveals authority. Jesus doesn't borrow power, he embodies it. The raising of Lazarus is more than a sign. It's a preview of the life Jesus commissions his disciples to proclaim. So yes, Lazarus will die again, but in this miracle, Jesus is pointing forward to a resurrection that will never reverse, a life that death cannot touch. To be a disciple is to live in that tension, to grieve honestly but not hopelessly, to face death but not be defined by it, and to anchor our hope in his identity, not in human outcomes. Jesus doesn't just raise the dead, he is the resurrection, he is the life. We'll pause here for this episode, and next time we'll explore Jesus' claim to be the way, the truth, and the life. Until then, may any grief be met with his presence, and your hope be anchored in the one who is life itself.